I want to check some bookmarks. I know I bookmarked a few more things. Oh, this was good. Imagine choosing this over a man. Apparently was reported to authorities for putting cigarettes out on Renee Good's children after anti-Trump tirades. The meme is real. Mother was a wine mum and a girl boss. One night she turns on the news, drunker than usual. Ruth Bader Ginsburg died. She wanted to tweet my reaction as a 7-year-old son. I told her I wanted to watch SpongeBob. Mummy didn't like that. Not one bit. And they wonder why the younger generations are becoming so radicalized towards the right. US forces seize a 5th oil tanker linked to Venezuela, officials say. Repurposing the meme here. All your boats belong to us. Oh, I do want to get to some British news here. We start off with this video coming out of Harrow. A dozen police officers arresting a woman, clearly not a threat. Her crime? Feeding the birds on the high street.
Because you'll have her in handcuffs. You'll have her in handcuffs for feeding birds and you tell her she could defuse the situation. Arrest the lady for feeding birds. You could have just tell the lady don't do that again and let her go on her business, but you'll want to arrest her for feeding birds.
I did.
Bruv.
She chose not to comply.
Bruv, that's not a reason to be arresting somebody, man. Fucking hell, man.
How sad that it takes a Jamaican with a camera phone to capture this. It's so bad that even people from the Commonwealth are taking note of just how mad this whole situation is.
That's not a reason for y'all to have the woman on handcuffs, man. For feeding birds. For feeding the pigeons. The lady's getting arrested for feeding the pigeons, my lady.
Yeah. All of this for some woman who is clearly no threat to anyone, and they're arresting her for feeding the birds on the high street. The absolute fucked up priorities of Harrow Police. Of police in Britain in general. This is a police force and a government that absolutely despises its own people. And I still get people asking me if I'd ever go back to Britain. Oh, Rex, why do you continue to live in exile in America? Bullshit like this is why. But I also know that my streams and my tweets would also get me in trouble. Possibly even arrested and put in jail. Because as I said, the government despises us and they want us dead.
For feeding the pigeons. It's ridiculous. Yes. All right. Tell the police that. It's ridiculous. They're arresting the lady for feeding the pigeons. Yeah, but this is not good. Who's the victim of that crime? He's trying to tell me the council. Fucking hell with y'all, bruv. That's why
the council is no victim here.
That's malice. Boy, a good thing I come out today, boy. My lady, don't worry, my lady. Let me call Mr. Prince for you because that ain't right. Yeah, record. For feeding birds. The lady getting arrested, my people, for feeding
She's
the
absolutely
pigeons.
humiliated by this. And there's no crime here. There's no real crime here. She wasn't doing anything wrong. Feeding the birds? How on earth does that harm the council? It's a rhetorical question, it doesn't. They're just birds. It's about as bad as, saying someone should go feed the pigeons in St. James's Park. Though I imagine the police would arrest you for something like that too. This is absolutely ridiculous. And just shows that there needs to be some sort of counter-revolutionary force to stand up to this. This is the sort of thing where interference with law enforcement would be justified. This is a sort of situation where people need to aggressively intervene and shove these officers to the side and say, no, you're not doing this. Walk away now and be prepared to stand their ground. This is madness. This is absolute madness. You don't arrest people for feeding the birds.